Hey everyone, and welcome back to ZA Monthly. As you may have noticed, we took a small hiatus for the month of July due to some changes in the group. We're back though, and here to present you with a June-July double feature. We hope you all have been staying safe and enjoying what you can of summer despite everything going on. But now, let's get into this month's look at some recent content that ZA has to offer.
Hey guys, Gabby here from ZA Monthly to present yet another blog for this edition. The blog I chose this month is titled It's Okay by Beanz. If any of you have read his blogs, you'll know that he is an amazing writer. He knows how to hit you right in your feels, and this blog proves it. This short but meaningful story talks about Breath of the Wild Zelda and her feelings towards Link, and how it's okay to hurt sometimes, and that he doesn't have to bottle up his emotions like he does in Breath of the Wild and even in other games, which is explained in the game. I love how Beanz writes, and I notice how he rhymes the last word of every few lines in this short story, and it just amazes me how it just all fits. The descriptive words that he uses spices up the piece even more. He portrays the kind and caring character of Zelda perfectly, and if you haven't given this blog a read, I highly recommend you do. Also, check out some of his other short stories as well. Each one is guaranteed to hit an emotion that probably hasn't been hit in a while, especially when it comes to sadness, and I'm sure he's written other ones too that are like happy, and it just depends on which one you're reading. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this blog. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of this edition.
Hey guys, Layton here again to talk about some art that I really enjoyed. This month, I'll be looking at some interesting redesigns by Rose the Link fan. She drew art of different versions of Nehru, Furore, Medley, and Rallis. These are for an AU of sort that mashes up all the timelines, which sounds pretty interesting in a way to do some interesting mashups. I'll admit I was drawn to this due to art including the oracles, since there isn't too much art of them that you can see around the Amino too often, but I also love that she included Medley and Rallis, who we also don't see a ton of references to. I think these designs are also neat because they're recognizable, but obviously different. Keep up the great work, Rose, and I'll be looking forward to seeing more of your stuff.
Hello watchers of ZA Monthly, Newbie Twilight Poe here. Today I want to review artworks made by Kai Studios. These artworks feature a fresh yet nostalgic take on Link, Zelda, and Impa herself. Being someone who has made concepts themselves, I can tell you, it's not an easy task. Kai would always ask for some helpful criticism in the art chats to make sure their concepts stayed close to the Zelda universe and atmosphere. I really love the determination they had in each individual design as well. I adore how they revisit a brunette clad in green hero and a princess with a brother who is heir to the throne. I also really love seeing Impa youthful and full of warrior vigor with some eye-catching lore to fit. In this post, Kai also shows off the older concepts they had before settling on a final design, and to top it all off, they even feature some progress shots. There are much more unique details Kai has to offer about their concepts, but I think I'll save those lovely details for some curious cat willing to view the post. Catch you all next time. It was an honor to get to review this amazing blog and its art.
Hey there, Zelda Amino. My name's Aeria, and I first want to take a moment saying that I'm very excited to be on the ZA Monthly team, and I hope you all really enjoy the first post I'll be talking about. This post, titled The Great Fight by Miko, is an art piece all about Link facing off against the Lionel. I really enjoy the style of lineless art that they drew in, and it immediately caught my eye. The style looks and feels similar to Breath of the Wild, with a very painted feeling as seen in the official artwork. The colors all blend well together to create a perfect atmosphere, similar to the free roam game. The dynamic pose Link scene gives the artwork some awesome momentum and movement. And the shading, like I mentioned before, is my favorite thing about this piece. It's simplistic yet satisfying, that gives the art all it needs to stand out. Well, that's it for me, and I'll see you all next month.
Hey everyone, Hidde here, with my part for CM Monthly for July already. Damn, time is going by fast. Okay, let's go. So this month I wanted to put a spotlight on this cute art by member Iced Tears. You've probably seen her art around Zelda Amino before, because she is an absolute beast and puts out a lot of art. Like, a lot. I just knew that I had to talk about her art someday, and today is that day. So in this piece, Icy drew Princess Hilda from A Link Between Worlds. Hilda is surrounded by some really nice complementing purple flowers. And also that upside down low ruled Triforce, of course. Okay, so where do I even start? First off, Icy has a very unique style, and her art is immediately recognizable because of that. It's a super cute style, honestly, and works well for a lot of characters, including Hilda. The specific reason I wanted to talk about this one instead of one of her many other amazing works is because of the watercolors used for this one. Watercolor is always great, and Icy shows that she can definitely work with it. The soft look it gives to the art fits very well with her general style. What I also like is the redness of the eyes of Hilda. Like, your attention is immediately drawn towards it. I know that should technically also be the case with Hilda in general, because her game design is basically the same. But the gem on her crown is less noticeable in Icy's art, giving her eyes all the attention they deserve. All in all, I really like this piece, so great work Icy, great work.
Hello everyone, Taps here for another Zelda Mini Monthly Art Show, this time presenting one of my own works, this being a Breath of the Wild link by me, which started off by a late night post practice sketch turned out into this. Honestly, I've been surprised that the post turned out decent. And then I wanted to add details which ended up being Link for some reason. This also got me back into drawing Zelda art. Anyway, it was a post practice, and when I decided to make it a finished drawing, also a shading practice. I've been experimenting with different ways to shade, and after a while, this one stuck, and I've been trying to get better at it. I'm especially happy with how the hair came out. And the shirt. It's always a pain to draw a shirt pattern, honestly, and always messes with my head. There were happy random outcomes when shading the skin and pants. All the randomness aside though, I'm really happy with the outcome and the fact that everything looks decent and the pose doesn't look weird and wonky, and I'm trying to improve, and yeah, that's it for my part.
Hello everyone, my name is Tu, and I'm here to tell you all about the major things and happenings that occurred on Zelda Amino during the past... wait, 2 months? Huh, time sure does seem to fly by when it's summer, doesn't it? Or if you've got a ton of finals crammed throughout June and need all of July just to recover from that shock. Either way, we've got plenty of things to cover. So, let's start this thing off by going over what happened in June before jumping over to July, yeah? June was of course Pride Month. But more than that, it gave the people of Zelda Amino a different opportunity to feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. I am of course referring to the Amino Nominations Title Challenge, a somewhat unusual challenge where members would try to get a title not for themselves, but for someone they thought really deserved it. As to be expected, this was of course done in classic Amino fashion of writing a super long blog detailing why the person you nominated is an awesome person and absolutely deserves to have their own custom title. Plenty of nomination entries were written, and, of course, they were pretty much all super sweet and heartwarming. And speaking of warm, July came around hot on June's tail and introduced not one, but 2 major challenges for the entirety of the month. One was of course July's own title challenge, being all about designing your own version of Hyrule Castle, a task which has seen some rather creative and, dare I say, unorthodox entries so far. Equally interesting, however, was of course the annual Zelda Amino cover art challenge. As the name suggests, this challenge is an opportunity for artists to have their own artwork become the app's cover art, should they be fortunate enough to win, of course. This year's theme was all about villains, and has seen some great art of our favorite baddies. But attention, we're not done yet. You thought this news was done? Well, we are not done yet. Because July also, in addition to all those previous challenges, had the Zelda Amino Art Tournament. This weekend challenge has transcended its initial weekend and has seen artists duke it out against one another all throughout the entire month. And as to be expected, this duel of the artists has left in its wake a trail of truly exceptional art. Seriously, you should definitely check out some of the pieces made as part of the tournament. The winners for any of the challenges have of course not been revealed yet at the time of this recording, and as per usual, we would of course like to take this opportunity to wish all participants the best of luck. And that's about all the news for these 2 summer months. This has been 2 telling you to stay safe, take care, and enjoy the remaining days of summer. Find a good way to spend them before inevitably school comes along just to end them.
Well, everyone, I want to thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll be back next month to take a look at content from August. Before I go, I'd like to thank new members Aeria and Twilight for jumping right into the group and doing a great job. I'd also like to thank the entire team for sticking around for so long and keeping things going. And, of course, thank you, the viewer, for checking out our videos. Well, that's enough thank yous for one video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!